Did you know that a lot of men do not realize they get even better looking with age? You might not see it when you look in the mirror, but there are quiet, powerful signs that the world around you notices. And today, we are going to uncover them together. Have you ever caught someone staring at you just a little longer than normal? You might brush it off, thinking maybe you had something on your shirt or your hair is out of place. But often, that lingering glance is a sign of admiration. As men get older, they carry themselves with a calm, steady confidence that younger men just cannot fake. It is that quiet strength that draws people in. It is not about having a perfect jawline or a full head of hair. It is about the way you hold yourself, the way your eyes show you have lived through storms and come out stronger. Another sign you are a good-looking older man is the compliments you might not even notice anymore. Maybe someone says you have a great smile, or they comment on your voice being deep and comforting. These little remarks might seem casual, but they are meaningful. A good-looking older man often carries a certain warmth that people feel safe around. Your experience, your kindness, your calm way of speaking all blend into something much more attractive than you realize. Have you ever walked into a room and felt people naturally make space for you? It is not about fear or respect alone. It is about presence. A good-looking older man does not need to fight for attention. His very being commands it. The years have shaped you into someone who carries dignity without even trying. Maybe you have noticed younger men moving aside when you pass, or younger women glancing your way, even if only for a second. That presence is something that only grows with age, and it is a powerful sign of your appeal. Another clue is how younger people talk to you. If younger men and women seek your advice, laugh at your jokes a little longer, or seem genuinely interested in what you have to say, it is not just out of politeness. There is an admiration there. A good-looking older man often carries wisdom that is magnetic. People are drawn to someone who seems to know who they are and what really matters. Your stories, your calm laugh, the way you listen before speaking, these things make you incredibly attractive without you even realizing it. Now, let us talk about style. You might not be chasing the latest fashion trends anymore, and that is exactly the point. A good-looking older man knows what looks good on him. Maybe you have a few favorite jackets, a pair of shoes that are perfectly broken in, or a simple watch that you have worn for years. You are not trying too hard. You have refined your style to something that feels real, that feels like you. And that effortless, authentic style is deeply attractive. It sends a message that you are comfortable in your own skin, and that is something everyone notices. Your face tells a story, and that story is beautiful. The lines around your eyes, the way your smile leaves gentle creases on your cheeks. These are not flaws. These are the marks of a life well lived. A good-looking older man wears his experiences with pride. You have laughed, cried, fought, and loved. Every little line is a badge of honor, and when you smile, the world sees a man who has truly lived. There is nothing more handsome than that. And then there is the way you move. Have you noticed that you are more deliberate now? A younger man might rush around, full of nervous energy, but an older man moves with purpose. You take your time. You are not hurried. You know that the world will not fall apart if you walk a little slower, or if you take a moment to enjoy the morning sun. That calm, deliberate way you carry yourself speaks volumes. It tells the world you are confident, in control, and worth noticing. Finally, a powerful but often hidden sign is kindness. True kindness shines through more clearly with age. A good-looking older man is not just charming, he is kind. He holds the door for others. He listens when people speak. He gives respect without demanding it first. This kindness softens the heart of anyone around you. It is a magnet stronger than youth or flashy looks. When you combine wisdom, confidence, style, and kindness, you become the kind of man people are naturally drawn to, even if you do not see it yourself. Have you ever noticed how some people seem to light up when they talk to you? Maybe you think they are just being polite, but often it is because you bring something to the table that is rare and valuable. As men age, they often develop a kind of emotional intelligence that younger people are still struggling to figure out. You pick up on feelings quicker. You understand when to offer advice and when to simply listen. This makes you a magnet without you even trying. People feel seen and heard around you, and that feeling is deeply attractive. Did you know that laughter can be one of the clearest signs of your appeal? If you find that people laugh at your jokes, even the simple ones, it is often because they are not just hearing the joke. They are responding to you. A good-looking older man does not need to be the life of the party. His sense of humor is not about loud punchlines. It is about timing, about knowing how to tell a story, about finding humor in the simple things. Your laughter, your lightness, even in a heavy world, makes you incredibly appealing. Another powerful sign is eye contact. Younger men sometimes fidget or glance away, uncomfortable with silence or unsure of themselves. But a confident older man holds eye contact naturally. When you speak to someone, when you listen to them, your gaze is steady, calm, and full of quiet strength. It is not intimidating. It is reassuring. And that steady, confident eye contact can make people feel connected to you in a way that goes beyond words. That connection is part of what makes you so attractive. Have you ever been told you have a strong handshake or a reassuring touch on the shoulder? Physical presence matters more than people realize. As men get older, they often develop a natural physicality that speaks louder than muscles or bravado. A firm handshake, a steady pat on the back, a comforting hug. These simple gestures carry a lot of weight. They send a message of safety, of trustworthiness, of strength without aggression. And whether you realize it or not, people notice. They remember how you made them feel. Something else that often gets overlooked is the sound of your voice. Over time, a man's voice deepens, softens, and gains a richness that younger men simply cannot match. Maybe you have noticed people leaning in a little when you speak. Maybe your grandchildren say they love the way you read stories. Or maybe a stranger smiled just hearing you say hello. A good-looking older man often has a voice that feels like home. Strong, steady, warm. And that sound alone can make you unforgettable. Your sense of humor, your voice, your gaze, your touch, they are all parts of a bigger picture. But there is something even deeper. It is your energy. You might not think of yourself as energetic the way you once were. You might even laugh at the idea some days. But energy does not just mean physical movement. It means the spirit you bring into a room. It is the calmness you offer when others are stressed. It is the warmth you radiate when someone is nervous. It is the strength you lend to others just by being there. That energy, that quiet but powerful force, is something only an older man can truly master. Have you noticed that people seem to trust you more quickly? They might tell you personal things, ask for your opinion, or seek your approval. Trust is a rare currency these days. A good-looking older man, without even knowing it, often becomes a pillar for others. You are trusted because you have proven yourself over the years. Your actions have matched your words. And that kind of character shines brighter than any flashy appearance. When people trust you, admire you, and feel safe around you, you are far more attractive than you think. There is also the way you dress now. You might think you are just being practical, but style is not about expensive clothes. It is about wearing things that fit you, that suit you, that feel genuine. Maybe it is the way you pair a crisp shirt with jeans, or how you always seem to have the right jacket for every occasion. Maybe it is the way you keep your shoes polished, or wear a watch that has seen years of memories. Good style in an older man is never loud. It is confident, subtle, and quietly powerful. It tells the world that you know who you are and you have nothing to prove. Have you ever had someone tell you they love your stories? A good-looking older man is often a natural storyteller. You have lived through decades of change, through good times and hard times. Your stories are not just entertainment. They are bridges between generations. When you share a memory, a lesson, or even a funny mistake, you are giving people something priceless. You are offering a piece of life itself, and in doing so, you become not just attractive, but unforgettable. One more sign that you might be better looking than you think is peace. In your younger years, maybe you chased approval, tried to be someone you were not, tried to climb ladders that led nowhere. But now, you know better. You know what matters and what does not. That inner peace, that acceptance of yourself and your life, radiates outward. People can sense it. They are drawn to it. In a world full of noise and pressure, a man who is truly at peace with himself stands out like a lighthouse in a storm. So if you ever doubt yourself, remember this. Good looks are not frozen in time. They are not trapped in a photo from 30 years ago. Good looks are alive, breathing, growing. Every year, every laugh line, every lesson learned has made you more of who you are. And the world sees it, even if you sometimes forget to.